Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Inflewence, and I'm back with a Magic Square video, a Legends video. Today, this is Magic Square Overlord, which is their Motormaster, which has the cab and the trailer included, and the trailer turns into, you know, the skeleton of Menasor. First of all, excuse me, I'm a little congested today. These allergies are killing me. You gotta excuse me. I dodged COVID a whole year, and now these allergies kicking my ass. All right, so we're going to get into this. First off, just to be transparent, I will I will transform the trailer and show that off a little bit towards the end of the video. I'll probably put timestamps in the bottom, or maybe right here where you want to go if you just want to see the Menasor body. But here we are with this. I'm going to show everything. Since everything comes in a box, I went back and forth with doing two different videos, but instead of sucking two different videos out of this, I'm just going to do it like that. And then when we do the final video with all of Menasor, when the other two cars come out, then I will do a little overview of the actual, you know, Menasor, because there's a few things that has to go, so it'll be worth looking at again. Off the bat, let's clear some of this stuff out the way, because he does come with a lot. Comes with the book. Book is great. The book was easy to follow. I actually used the book this time, and it was easy to follow. I don't know what to say. I mean, it ain't that difficult to transform. It's pretty intuitive, and I like the transformation. There are some things I don't like about it, but we'll get into that. You can't have everything. You have the card with the tech specs, of course. And you have the box. The box is similar to Magic Square's box, which is weird because I got Shockwave also, and the Shockwave box is kind of different. It kind of reminds me of X-Transbots a little. Let's get back into this. Then you have a little scene on the back. It's just their silhouettes. Don't have much going on. Just Magic Square is normal. Got a little guy letting you know that it's a Legends. It's a big box for Magic Square because a lot came in it, like I said. Got the trailer, of course. We can take a little look at that real quick. You see, it's like no frills trailer. It doesn't have the thing. It's basically just to be the body. I mean, you can have it as the trailer if it's in car mode, but they know that most people are not gonna display these in the individual car modes, yeah, the alt modes. But they may. You don't know. They don't know. they don't know us. Most people are not. It just get down to it. But if you are, this isn't the greatest looking. From the side it's fine, but back here you can see all that. You can see all this, this is norm. It's just back here there's no trailer thing that goes up. This is cool. They got the painted lights, and you can see everything. You know, I know this is the feet. I don't know if you know, but I know. The wheels are just the plain old wheels, not rubber, like hard plastic. Get the gun for Menasor, which is just, looks like a Menasor gun. It's a basic gun. You get the sword for Menasor, which is basically the Menasor sword. And then you get a bunch of parts to make Menasor yours. Like this, I think I'm going to put this chest piece on too. And I believe you can just unscrew it from what the directions seem. There's a screw in there that you're going to unscrew the faceplate that's on there. And then you screw this on. So I think this can be left on when you transform it. So that's great. Like you can change the faceplates, the chest plates. I'm not sure if there's I think there's one of these on already that you can swap out. I'm not sure though. You may need this. You also get another face for Menasor, I'm sure. You get the helmet, the different helmet, and this is the headpiece that goes to this helmet. Just put it on there like that, and you put the face in here before you put this together, and you get the different look. Now there's a bunch of different ways that you can do that, but we won't get into that. Then of course you get Motormaster, Overlord as they call him. You know, I'm not gonna call him that. This is Motormaster. You get the gun, his gun, and you get his sword, and he's standing in my signature pose for him with the gun out and the sword kind of rested on his shoulder a little. That's my signature pose for Motormaster. And you can see he looks great. The only thing I have an issue with is his face, kind of. It's like, and I said that when they posted it. I don't know if Magic Square posted it or it was on the boards. It was on everywhere on the Facebook groups. It was all over. When the head was posted, I said his face looked kind of soft. And when I say soft, I don't mean it like, you know, like soft. You know how somebody would try to insult you and say soft. When I say soft, you can't really see his mouth. You can't really... His eyes are dead. Now, I was wondering if his eyes had a light up feature. I don't think they do. I do know you can take it off like this. And he has another, not another, but it looks like you can take this off. I'm doing it now. This is the first time I tried. I don't know if you can. I don't know if this will break it. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like it can come off. I'm not going to try it because it's kind of hard. Let's see if we can get a little close up to it, because that's about as close as we're going to get. And you can see what I mean, how his mouth is like non-existent almost. That I don't like. Again, I'm not going to have him in this mode, but I may. He just like all the other ones, he fits in the back of the trailer once it has the body. So I will show you how to transform him to make him fit. But let's get into the crux of the review. So first, I'm just gonna show him with the other guys, which I think they look excellent together. I love their size. I love that he's not that much bigger than them, but he is bigger and he should be bigger. But you know, as one of the reasons I like Fans Toys version is because they're similar in size, because they do the kind of mass shifting. And I think that's how they should be. Motormaster should be a little bit bigger, but not way bigger like in G1. Like G1 toys, he was a lot bigger just because of the way they had to do it. They couldn't mass shift, so he had to be bigger to be the body. So here we go. You see, one thing about this guy is all his joints are pretty tight, but not too tight. He's like toleranced, almost perfect as far as I can tell until I did get into it, but I'm going to look through, I'm going to go through his articulation. This is his gun. Again, if you wanted to see it, his sword, since it was in, and they just peg in. Just one silver piece. It's nice though. It looks like his sword. There's a hole here, and that is for the trailer. I wish that would have been filled in somehow. Maybe it can be. I don't know. I don't think it can though. But that's where his trailer goes when he transforms into the truck. There's some interesting things going on with the feet. It's 360. Very clean bot. I think they did a great job. I love the way his feet are. I love what they did with the transformation. It's great. It's not that hard. I think masterpiece companies could learn from this, because it's just really intuitive. His transformation is really intuitive. We're going to go through articulation. His head, you saw a little bit. You can lift it up like that because it's on the little thing. You can move it all the way around. His arms, you can move all the way around. They're on ball joints. He can move up like that. It does get stuck a little bit. Not stuck, but it's where it's not far enough. There's some flash right here from the sprue where it was cut off the sprue. So then you have that. Then you have his bicep turn, swivel. He has a double jointed arm, elbow, and it doesn't look terrible. It does have a gap there. Just pointing it out, it's not bad to me, and it does make it look like a little bit of an elbow. And he can get the full range just about. His hands, he can move side to side. Of course, they're fixed. That's not an issue, especially on a Legends figure. Yeah, I got that. His waist all the way around, tolerance very well. He has an ab crunch that is due to transformation, but also toleranced well. I'll see how all these joints hold up. I love the paint here, the paint around, which this is what Fans Toys was looking like until they came out, and I think it was different. The legs are a little loose, but nowhere near like some of the other figures. This is tolerance well, but it does go out. I hate all this black. This black plastic is making it kind of hard to see. I'm going to try to raise up the light a little bit. You see he's well toleranced. He's a Legend figure, so it's not heavy, but he does do the hurdles all the way. Does the splits. Now there you go. You saw a fail there. But it's tolerance pretty well. That's about the only loose joint. You see the other one isn't loose. And that may be it's a ball joint. So you can fix that. I usually fix it with some little bit of tissue in there, which will do wonders. He has a knee that is not double jointed. Oh wait, it is. It is double jointed. So he gets the full range. But it also, you can actually unpeg his knee right here, which these pegs, if any tolerances are complained, they're too tight or to be complained about. Sometimes I miss my thought. If any tolerances are to be complained about, it's that some of the pegs are super tight. They're like bigger than the holes that they go into, like this right here. And I'm not going to do it now, because you already get the double knee without doing it. You don't really need anymore. You got the thigh swivel up here. Got the toe, no toe tilt, no toe raise, but you do got the full rocker. And he does have a little heel spur, kind of, this back here. But, I mean, and I don't know too much if you want any more in a figure, especially a Legends figure. I just think they did a wonderful job with this figure, how it looks, how it functions. Like I said, the only complaint is his face. I don't really like his face that much, which that is a big part of the bot. It can be a deal breaker for a lot of people, and I know if they are gonna have him in bot mode, it's a deal breaker. I'm not. He's gonna be strictly Menasor. Let's get into transformation, shall we? Start with the legs. I'll move this out. Move this out. Like I said, this, let me get in the middle. This goes back here and it's tight. It's a tight joint. Once you do that, pull this up, because if you notice, you see how this moves? I think that the only reason, and I don't know if that's in the instructions, I just figured it out because when I was doing it, it wouldn't move any other way. So you gotta have that back a little bit. It probably is in instructions, but it's unclear after I said the instructions are good. And then you flip that because it's the front of the truck. Then you move it back in place where it was. And you flip this back here, and then you curl it like that. Then when you put this back up, it's going to be inside the leg. So then you move this back this way, and there you go. you got the truck together. Then this goes like this. This you can, I think you can move now. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Not that I don't remember. I never put it back, so I'm not sure if you have to wait, but just leave this out like that. And I just flip it back because it's out the way. It gets out the way. Then you want to try to bend this, not bend it. It's tabbed in right there. You see that hinge where it comes out? There we go. See that tab? So I'll just leave it like that, and then you come over here and do this one. Flip that again. That was a little easier. I like flipping this just to get it out the way. Flip that up. Move this right here. And it may look more complicated than it is, but it's very fun and intuitive. Pull that back a little bit so you can flip this up, then push it up. Yeah, it's fun and intuitive, as I was saying. And it's not hard at all, but it's enough. That like that. Flip that in there. Put this up. Yeah, it's a fun transformation. Then you want to get those out. That one came out much easier. And so you got the legs not done, but where you want them. Then you want this. This is pegged in the back. This is hard because these pegs, so you can move these arms out like this. Pull these up or pull this back. It's pegged in on these two, the wheel sections. I like how they hid the wheels. There you go. See those two peg holes, those two pegs. And it's hard to do because if you can see, these sections move and it's hard to line it out. You just got to keep trying and push it. And they're independent. So this one will be over here, this one will be over there. You just got to get it lined up where you need it. Then you move that out like this. Then there's one spot in particular you have to be prepared for. You have to remember. So then you go like that. Move it back a little bit. Now here, there's these pieces right here that you want to pull out and not forget. So I need a tool to pull these out. See that piece? It's that piece right there. Pull that out. That creates a peg on the side for it to peg in another part. So then you just want to get that. Goes a peg. And you can move, you can have it like this. It's actually, it would have been easier if I brought it up like this. Duh. Yeah. So then what you want to do, move this out to the side. Then you can move the head around, put the head in right there. These pieces right here, you want to unfurl, move them out like that. And then this piece right here, you move out. And that's how you want it. Again, over here, move these out. Then this piece, move down. These pieces right here, you can just put together. Of course, it's going to make the truck. And then move these like this. You want to have them kind of like that because these, if you have it like this, it's hard for that to move down where it should be. Like that. And this is on top. This goes in here like this. It doesn't really tab in, but you can see that little space, those things sit in here, but it's like tolerance. It's tight. I mean, it's friction, not tolerance. It's friction. So then you can move this down. Well, you're supposed to move it down with the knees. There we go. So just hold this like this, and then, because it is tight. So then after you get that in like that, then you want to move this like that. You see how that is? And then you have this little thing right there. And this one, then you move like this. Then you have this right here. So you move that like that, but then you want to move these arms in like this. Then they peg together really tight. Let me see. This, you want this up. And these two to peg together. And it's really tight. Once you do that, you can, this already came up. Like, you want to do that, then you might as well do this right here, where those pegs that you made, then you can peg the sides in. Gets it very tight. Then you just have these arms to do. Lift this flap up, lift these flaps up, and then you move these arms like this. Then the flap goes like that. Again, lift this flap up, these arms like this, and the flap goes like that. And it creates that space in there for it to bend like this. And then you peg these onto there. I know it pegs somewhere. I forgot real quick. And there you go. You have the truck done. Truck looks pretty great. You get down a little bit more. Truck looks nice. It looks good. It's cool. Make sure everything is right. Seem like it's kind of high, but it is. Make sure this is down as far as it goes. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it rolls. Has some plastic wheels. Got the purple. It feels less like gummy plastic. I don't know if they've been changing their plastic, because Shockwave, I actually got Shockwave too. I'll be doing a review later. But Shockwave has the same type of plastic. It's like better. I don't know. Their plastic is a little bit better to me. I don't know. I didn't like their. I mean, I like the old plastic. Like, it wasn't an issue to me. I know some people complained about it. They didn't like the way it felt. I was fine with it. So yeah, you have that. Have this. Then you can bring in the trailer. My complaint with the trailer is it has this little nub on there, and that's the only way I can find that it fit. It goes in there, and I guess that's how Optimus Prime's trailer was too. So yeah, so you got that. But it does roll, and he fits on there. Looks like Motormaster to me. I know this review is long, but now if you want to stick around, I will transform this and show it off a little bit. Show off the transformation. This I didn't really have too much to compare it to. These guys are in car mode, and I don't know, it's not really worth comparing anything to it, because most people's not going to keep it in this mode. And the people that do, it's about similar to what the other Magic Square figures are. So if you do keep it, and it matches with the Stunnicons, great. So now you start here. Take this. And it's kind of like, you know, it's similar X-Trans bots, but I heard this is the first time I'm transforming it. I heard it's a lot easier or a lot more intuitive. So you pull these sides out first. Pull this up right here. Just pull that up. So just have that out. Then this goes out too. Pulls out like this. Man, so yeah, this does look or feels more comparative. It feels like it's gonna be quicker. Pull that out. Let me pull these down because I believe you need to pull them down. It's kind of intuitive in that respect. You want to pull these down. Pull the side down. Pull these apart. Pull these apart back here. So basically, these are the legs, and you're just gonna form the legs real quick. So that's cool. So now I see, yeah, it's pretty intuitive. Now you're gonna move this down here like this. Get this foot together. Get this foot together over here as well. I like the way that does that. It goes in there. You can get it right, and then it goes together. And also, you got the feet that came with the other two cars, and you can use those as well. Which that's what's crazy. Like it came with it's got everything together. All right, I'm gonna put everything down and then figure it out as I go. Then these are a series of panels here. You fold like that. Fold these like this. These you want to flip out here like that. You want to flip, move them down, flip them out. These things you want to get like this. Also, you want to fold all these that you can fold, you want to fold. See how these are foldable? And just fold them however you can. Like it's very intuitive. That's one thing. Like if you have it up, you have it like this, you're not going to be able to, oh, well, you can fold it. I don't know how I just had it. I had it some way and it wasn't folding right. But then when I turned it, it folded how it was supposed to go. So now what you got to do, you have to pull this up as far as you can. You can unfold this, which is the hip skirts, I believe. Unfold those on the side, and then this joint, this joint right here, it goes up, and then you can move the legs down a little bit. I don't know if it locks anywhere. Like that's weird if it doesn't, but maybe it does friction. Just get these up here as hard as you can. I don't think it locks, but it seems to not matter that it doesn't lock. Then you just want to get these legs down here together. Get the feet to face forward. This is how they supposed to face. This right here you pull out. Fold it down. Then you fold all this in. Fold that in like that. You want to move these around because then you're going to fold these in on the back. Put it around without breaking it. I'm trying to hurry up because I know this review is long, but really I just got to take my time. Again, put that back. Now, the legs, the things with the feet on, should be in. They're going to be the inner. When I say inner, I mean they're going to be inside here. So each side, you see this is the front of the leg. This has the inner feet. I mean the feet, it don't matter which way they go, but they're only on one little thing right here. So that's why it's intuitive. Then you know you got to turn this way because you know it's going to go like this because it has the feet on it. And then this one over here is the same way, you know, in the back like that. Now these things, they go like this in here, and they go, I don't know if they're going to, I think they're going to play a part in connecting the stuff or just keeping it together, keeping it in there. Then this, you want to get like this, like where you can, and then you pull this down and these clamp in here. You see the marks. And put the foot up there like that. Now you have a leg done. So this one, you do the same thing over here. Have it, bring it down. Then bring that down. Pull these out. I guess just do it now, just so you don't forget. Might have to push these down a little bit, but these sides, they kind of they come out, they're on like a double hinge. You can see that. Then they come out like that. You can kind of push them. There's a tab in there that you can push these into. There we go. That's what's impressive too. Everything has a tab. Everything seems to hold tight. Actually, I'm almost starting to like this better than the Masterpiece version, just because it's a lot more. It's a lot easier to fool with. Down, I think. Oh, there we go. It's tabbed in there. In there, it's like kind of clamp joint, kind of, I guess. Pull that out. Got that like this. It was already back. Move it down a little bit. It was already back, but you want it back. You want to push it back if it's not already back. I don't know if it went back from just from messing with it or what, but there's that. Move this up. You might as well do it on both sides. Move that up. Spin it back like that. Spin it back like that. Spin this back like that, and then move this down. Not sure. I think it just stays like that for now. Again, you just move this down. Make sure that's up like that. Put the fist down. I'm doing it how the directions tell you, but it's really like you could just take this all off and get where you need to go. But I'm doing it how the directions tell you. So then you get that like that. You want this off of here. Again, this just comes off because that's one of the gimmicks. Flip this right here like this. Move this up, flip this. Of course, move this. Again, intuitive. Like where stuff moves, that's where it moves. That's where it needs to move. Want to move that out there like this. Then this moves around. Or should it go this way? Yeah, move it that way. It's easier. Then this will go in here. that peg right there. There you go. Again, that out a little bit. Move this around and up. This will just fall off. And that could be a problem. I could see that being becoming an issue. But you may, let me see, I may be able to get it better. Like it may just not be stuck on, right? Then this goes down here like that. Like that. Yeah, this isn't staying on, but like I said, it may be just an issue of me not having it on, right? You want to put this up here. Push these together. And this moves down. Pull that down. Get the arm where it needs to be. The elbow. Here. Move this where it needs to be. Move it down on this slider joint. Oh, it's already down. Move this around. Yeah, it seems like it wasn't on tight. Once it's on tight, it doesn't seem to have a problem, an issue. And here you go with Menasor. The Menasor shell. You got him. I'm not going to go over his articulation and stuff because I'm going to do that during the full review of Menasor once I get all the cars. But again, you have just a little bit. I'm going to show it off fully. If you want to stick around, you know, that's pretty much the end of this review. Well, actually, I'm going to transform. Let me transform him. So in order to get him inside, you pull that off. You move this back. Oh, maybe pull that off. Move him back. Get it fully off before you break something. Then you move this over here like this. Then this goes up. Then this goes up here. I don't know if you saw none of that. So this goes up. Seems like it would fit. It would tab in still. Then this goes hacked. Then you just slide them in. I don't know if he tabs in. Oh, okay. So these two, they utilize these two things with the head. So goes in and then his head tabs into there. Maybe. Those things are hard. Then he stays in the back. But it's fine. It's not top heavy. And I got him leaning backwards a little bit. That's what he looks like in. I mean, it's just gives his back. It just gives him a backpack. I assume the shoulder pads come with the other two cars because they didn't come with any of this. Because there's more shoulder pads. You can put the shoulder pads on. You can put the arms different. Like there's the configuration where the actual cars are the arms. Like in the toy. And then you can have this configuration, I believe, where they stay on the top and they just hang off of the arms, but you still have the full arms. And then you have the cars that separate. Top goes here, bottom goes here. And there's that configuration. And as I said, the legs you can put it on the front or the back. And he just fell out because I didn't have him pinned in tight. So I think that's it for this review. I didn't plan on it to be this long. But again, I wanted to give some options in the review. So if you wanted to see this just in action, you could. All right, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna, well, it came with it. I might as well show the gun. Gun stays in well. I don't even have the hand. I like that. That doesn't happen often. Well, maybe 50% of the time it happens. Sword, same way. Don't even have the hand closed yet. Yeah, 50% of the time that happens. And he's fine. He's sturdy. I ain't even trying to stand him up. If you can see, like, I ain't even trying. There I go. Press my luck. But yeah, like I'm just like pushing him up there, and ain't even trying. He could withstand an earthquake. So he's great. Arms could be an issue, but I gotta see if I'm tabbing them in correctly. I don't think I have them all the way tabbed in. Yeah, this is I don't know. It's not all the way. It doesn't look like it's all the way tabbed in, or maybe I'm doing it wrong. No, this is actual the flat when you just want the cars tabbed in at the top. Let me lift that up so I can. Oh, okay, there we go. That's it. They weren't tabbed in correctly. So it's not. Oh, I just noticed that the fist came off in the hand. That's another thing. That's a gimmick because it comes off. It won't. Oh, it's not that. It's not hard. It's not easy to come off. It just does come off because I think you put the fist on the actual car when you want the arms, the cars as the arms. All right, so I'm just rambling on now. If y'all made it this far, it's probably very few of you, but I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you stopping by, checking me out. If this is your first time doing all the things that YouTube wants you to do, I want you to do, but I'm not. I know y'all get tired of hearing it, so I'm not the one. I just appreciate some people stopping by and chilling with me, spending their time with me, because I know you could be doing other things. All right, I'm out.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.